Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the Phillies sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys having all sorts of problems recently. Only one win over their last 7 outings. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 3rd down at 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, got that dagger play, got that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Up the middle, Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Johnson again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cowboys offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. Able to hit his target, William. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring out 4th down. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Right side to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good. For Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To Williams on the jet sweep. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's a gain of 10.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 14-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but We're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Eagles, first down. First and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
Gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd down and 6 now. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
in motion left comes Williams. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
37-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat here for Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagles 1st down. A gain of 1 yard.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. Now Hurts on the option right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys 39.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive of 4 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Rams at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And it's the Rams quarterback. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Rams win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the Falcons quarterback. He spots his big tight end, puts it in there, and soft hands for the big man for the score. The Falcons lead by a touchdown, 10-3 the halftime score. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Ravens running back. He's been terrific in the first half. This, the first of his 2 touchdown runs. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Could be 4 down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Williams, the man in motion left. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
It's now 3rd
shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
They'll go with a keeper. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
Very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And makes it across the 20s. His guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. Screen play. Johnson. Oh, good move. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Eagles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Runs over him. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He may go. But he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 163 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal. At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, nice move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here is 3rd and 5. The slot man in motion right. He'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover.
27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Jalen Carter on the tackle. No gain on the play.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you got caught in between and created a foul.
And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it again. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Able to slither by. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 15. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Shoves him aside. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fox. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Cowboys, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.